welcome back to my channel. I am Amber from Amber's Books and More, and today I have my Tome Topple TBR. So I was really excited when I saw that Tome Topple was coming up in April. I thought it's the perfect timing. I really have a couple of big books that I really want to get read, and this was a great excuse to do so because I like big books and I cannot lie. So I am being a little bit ambitious. I have 3 books on my TBR, which they're all very big books, so it is a little bit ambitious, but I am very hopeful. And what I'm going to do is first show you the 3 books that I want to read, and then I'm going to tell you what all of the challenges are, and then I'm going to tell you what books meet what challenges. And spoiler alert, I'm definitely not going to hit every single challenge, but let's just go ahead and get started. So the first book I want to read is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. This comes in right at about 624 pages, so definitely well over the 500 page limit for the Tome Topple, and I'm really excited to read this. I read A Court of Thorns and Roses last month, and I really enjoyed it, and I was definitely excited to get to the next book, but because it was so chunky when I received it in the mail, I decided to save it for Tome Topple. So this is going to be the first priority. If nothing else gets done, this one is going to be done. So this is the very first book on my TBR. The second book on my Tome Topple TBR is Ashley Bell by Dean Koontz. This runs in right at, let's see, my gosh, this comes in at 716 pages, so this one is quite chunky. It doesn't look super chunky, but it is very chunky, and I'm excited to get to this. I have not read anything by Dean Koontz in a long time, but my very favorite book of all time is a Dean Koontz novel, so I'm excited to see if he still got it, basically. So yeah, this is going to be this is kind of going to be the one, like, if I have time for at the end, and I'll explain why in just a second. So the third book on my TBR for Tome Topple, I actually don't have a physical copy of because I'm going to read it on audiobook, because I feel that that's a good way for me to read a second book at the same time as I'm reading another one, without it feeling like I'm reading 2 books. And I really do enjoy Stephen King. So I have a picture here, and it's Duma Key. I don't know if you can see that very well, but it's Duma Key by Stephen King. And I bought this on audiobook years ago. I never got around to it, so I definitely am just going to go ahead and jump into that as soon as possible, and hopefully it's good, because I kind of lost faith in Stephen King after a while. His novels weren't as good as they used to be. So yeah. So those are the 3 books that I want to read for Tome Topple. Now let me tell you what the challenges are. The challenges are, I will tell you first the challenges that I'm going to hit, and then I will tell you the one challenge that I'm not going to hit. So the first challenge is read more than 1 tome. And as you can see, I have 3 on my list, so check. The second challenge is to read a tome that is part of a series. A Court of Mist and Fury is the second book, and A Court of Thorns and Roses series, so check. Number 3 is read an adult novel. Both Stephen King and Dean Koontz are considered adult novels, so check. Number 4 is buddy read a tome. So A Court of Mist and Fury, I'm going to be buddy reading that with a lovely friend that I've met here on BookTube, Silvia K. I will leave her information up here and down below. We will be buddy reading this together. If anybody wants to join in reading this for the TBR, just send me or her a message, and we will definitely get together so we can read this all at one big buddy read, which is very exciting because this is now be the second buddy read, kind of third, because I'm also reading the one for Julie's buddy read as well, so kind of the third. So I'm really enjoying getting these buddy reads in lately. And so the 5th challenge is the one that I'm not hitting, is read a graphic novel that's a tome. So this one actually I thought I had, because I have a graphic novel that is 2 books that are a bind up, which is okay for graphic novels only, but it runs in at like 420 pages. Now if it was 490 I would have included it, but because it's so far away from 500, I've decided to just kind of not do it. So it's not a big deal that I'm not going to hit every single challenge. So I need to go because I got a lot to get ready to read. I got schoolwork to do, and I got some editing to do. So have a nice day wherever you are. Get to reading them big books, because do you like big books? Are you doing Tome Topple? definitely let me know. So I forgot to mention that this was started by Sam over on Thoughts on Tomes here on YouTube, and I will leave her information as well as the GoodReads group that she created for Tome Topple down below, so check her out, and join us in Tome Topple April 7th through April 20th, 2 weeks to read some big books. So have a nice day wherever you are. I love you. Bye.